Friends, hello, good evening. My name is Orlando Luna. Today, I'm feeling very generous. I'd like to do something very special for you. What I've decided to do is give you the master key to this business, the secrets to what makes the number one company in the world go round. The first thing that is important to understand is the industry of network marketing is precious. Learn about network marketing. Those of you who are invited here for the first time, ask the person who brought you here, what is network marketing? Give me information about network marketing. I've never heard of network marketing. I have no idea what network marketing is. What you will find is that this business is miraculous and is capable through habits and discipline of making all of your dreams come true. So ask the person who invited you for information. Tell them you want CDs and which book do you recommend for me to read first so I can start to understand. Okay, good. So today, what I'm going to do is focus on key fundamentals of the business. This is for people who want to know more. First, nothing in the world will take away your opportunity to be diamond. In my opinion, it is important and necessary to be in a business like Amway, to learn how to be competitive in today's economy. The leaders in this company are very important and impactful because they have learned how to help people achieve their dreams. I admire the leadership of Amway, and I can tell you that you are in good hands. Today, I want to share with you from my heart. My function this evening is basically for the new people who are here for the first time. And my grade or measurement will be my ability to explain what I saw in this business to you. This evening may be very important to you. It may be the most important night for you to understand this information. But it does not depend so much on you guys as it depends on me. So I'm going to do my work in the most sincerest way, to the best of my ability, so you can understand. And if for some reason you do not understand, be calm and put the blame on me. I'm going to do what is possible for you to understand the elements that are most important in network marketing. And we're going to make a pact. Let's make a pact with each other. The minutes that I'm going to be here today, I will do my best to transmit the information the best way possible that I have understood it. If there is even one person invited that does not understand any part of what I'm sharing with you, please lift up your hand and say, I do not understand. Can you please explain this part to me, or could you clarify whatever needs clarification? Are we on the same page? Because I do not want, not even for one person who was invited, to leave tonight without understanding. We want you to understand because I was able to understand. The second part to this is, if you do not want to do the business, it may be because you have your own personal reasons. But I don't want you to say, one time I went to one of those meetings and I didn't understand nothing. I don't want that to happen, because sometimes it does happen. The information I'm going to share with you is for new people and also for people who have been in the business for years. Maybe some of you are not conscious of how important this is to each of your lives. It is so incredible. We're going to talk about something that will help you very, very much. Maybe you're looking for keys or secrets that will spark something on the inside. What I will be sharing with you tonight will help you achieve your next pin level. This information is for you to get excited and become diamond in the business of Amway. We are going to talk about put in the goal of qualifying diamond, to write the date down on paper to become diamond. We're going to do this so you will stay. We don't just want you to start your business, we want you to stay in the business. So, what we need to understand, we need to take a look at what is it that happens in the heart of a leader, and what is it that happened in my heart. What happened to me that prevented me from giving up when the things didn't always go my way? What is it that can happen inside a person when they have their own business? Something starts to happen, small steps at a time, bit by bit, and day by day. The main focus must be on your belief. If you give belief a chance and nurture it, you will feel the difference as it starts to grow. Your belief grows in small steps, day by day, book by book, meeting by meeting, and convention by convention. The reason we have conventions is to take steps on the inside where our spirit is. It's important to start growing your belief. You go to learn from successful professors who will teach us how to grow our belief. When new people start the business, what normally happens is they don't have much belief that this will work at all. That is why they start almost tied up. Some new people will come in hurt from the bumps and bruises that life hands us. Some people come in confused, and others want to have success, but their belief is too small. It's too small when they start. When they go to their second convention, normally someone has to remind them that we're coming to the next event. And most of the time, their answer will be, yes, I'm going to see if I can make it. Hello. And you will say, wow, this person still doesn't understand this business yet. Wow. But once the belief starts to grow, step by step and day by day, you will see things start to change. I can see it in the face of people when they start to change from within. I can see when someone starts to wake up. I see the light in the distance when you look into a person's eyes. And this is when it starts to happen. All of a sudden, the person will say, I already bought my ticket to the next convention. And the same person will also buy a ticket for their cousin and for a friend. At the minimum, the person will buy their ticket because their belief has grown just a little bit. Just enough where maybe they don't know what is happening on the inside just quite yet. This is how the phenomenon of growing your belief happens. Later, that same individual will start to bring a small group of 4 or 5 people and no longer comes alone. It's because their belief has grown. That is why I talk about this secret so much. It is so important that you understand the law of process so that you are never disappointed by others. Leaders in my group also get confused because they ask me, how is it possible that this is a business that has nothing to do about the products? So my question today is the following. What is this business really about? Because the products don't have anything to do with it. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Why in the world would I want someone to sell products of Amway if they don't have belief? Why in the world would I want someone to qualify platinum if they don't have belief? Why would you want a person to be at 9% if that person doesn't believe? We don't want people to qualify at 12% if they're working on becoming a business person. It is more important for a person to start their process of belief than to move product. When a person puts personal growth and belief first, they're going to begin moving volume and signing people up. Belief is going to put a renewed energy into the life and their business. When this happens, they will begin to have results. That is why in my trainings I always talk about how the business is not about products. This business is about our education program. We have the best trainers and leaders to help us build up our belief. What we do is bring out the leaders from within you that lies asleep. We inspire leadership, and you will make goals for your business. This is why Amway is not a business for sales, it's a business of leadership. Amway is not a business of sales, it's a business of leadership. And this is why Amway has more than 60 years growing and growing and growing and growing and growing in the world. It's the leaders that continue to dream and inspire others so your business will grow. If this was about selling, it would have died a long time ago, because salespeople will sell the products of Amway today, but tomorrow they're going to sell underwear or tires for cars or jewelry. In this business, people will learn how to dream again. We have a vehicle that through discipline and habits can absolutely make all of your dreams come true. And this is why when Amway comes out with new products, the leaders don't care, because that has nothing to do with it. If Amway discontinues a product, it does not matter. But if they come out with 2,000 products, it still won't matter. And if they take away the deodorant and replace it with a case of lemons, it's all the same. It has nothing to do with the vehicle. The reason is because the products are not part of your journey transforming into a leader. This is a business based on your leadership, and that is why we insist you read the books, listen to the CDs, and go to the meetings and conventions. The key will always be your belief. It is a process that you live and an experience that when your belief starts to grow, you will become stronger and stronger as you grow your belief, and your vision will become clearer and clearer. When your vision becomes clear, that is when you will have the capacity to impact others. You do not achieve your dreams because of the products. You reach your goals with your brain and the ability to become a leader. This is made possible because of our education program. You can do it with inspiration, and you can do it by focusing on your dreams when times get tough. That is why Amway is distinct. Okay? Very well. Now, I would like to talk with you today without sugarcoating the process we live in this business. I'm going to talk today without sugarcoating my words. Amway is a business of leadership. Amway is a business of leadership. It's a business that will not work for people that do it halfway or mediocre. But Amway demonstrates that it is absolutely abundant and connected to its leaders. The business is for people that do it with compassion and leadership. So now I want to give you another secret to this business. Something that is magical, something that is marvelous. Those of you who are all in will not have any competition. I have 8 years in the business of Amway, and it is the only business that I see where there is no competition. There is no competition. Look, I put my whole group together made up of beautiful people, managers of multinational businesses that have doctorates, teachers, nice people. I'm the ugliest of my group. Spectacular women, people that are super competitive, and I show them the roadmap on how to become diamond. And the people say, oh, yeah, of course, sure. And they go back to watching TV. It's incredible. And what do? Amway pays me. What do? Let me tell you where the secrets are. Take note of this. Leadership does not have competition. We're talking about leadership now. If you do become a leader, you will never ever have competition. You will never have competition. It's important you learn how to grow your being. Focus on how to grow your abilities as a leader. If you learn how to become a better leader, not perfect, we do not become saints. The people will say, "Oh, but you commit errors." Yes, I'm not talking about becoming perfect. I'm talking about becoming the best dreamers. Be the best person that has the most belief more than anyone else. I'm talking about people that learn how to be the best students of the business. I'm talking about leaders that are optimistic. Did you know the majority of people in the world are negative? Did you know that? The majority of people walking around today in the world are downers. This is the business. Turn yourself into a positive person. Learn how to become an optimistic person. But understand, this is a process and it will not happen overnight. Many of us have been programmed for decades with self defeat, decades upon decades of looking at what they can't do first instead of focusing on the can do. This is the process. Grow on the inside to become happy and optimistic. When I started, I was not so negative, but I certainly was not the optimist that I am today. Let me tell you something. I achieve in this business just by being happy and positive. Being happy is tremendous help for your business. This is a great business, and the majority of you are involved with people that are negative. The majority of you live with and associate with people that are negative and only see the can't do side of things. When you associate with people like this, you talk only about the negative. What happens is successful business people are optimistic. We're happy people. And I'm not talking about fake happy, not pretend happy. This is organic. It comes from years of reading, association, associating with like minded people, listening to audios, going to the conventions, and one day, one of the promises of this business is that it will happen for you. But it will not be given to you. You must take it. It's your sole responsibility to develop the habits and disciplines of the diamonds. All the secrets are laid out in front of you, waiting for you to take them, grab a hold of them, understand them, and apply them to your life. And when you're able to do this, you will become diamond. First, you must grow and live the process to become an optimistic and happy person. Because to be a happy person, you must be optimistic. This is a business of people, and your job is to work on transforming yourself to become optimistic from the inside of your spirit. When this happens, you'll convert yourself into a leader right away. You will not get by people if your optimism is fake. I don't know what it is that we have. It's something almost like a radar or a beacon that senses when someone is not sincere or genuine. I know people that say they're optimistic, and the reality is they're not. Sometimes I'll tell my group that we're going to do a test. We're going to construct a level of platinums between this month and the next month. And guess what they tell me? I'll ask them, if you're short 3,000 points, would you buy them yourself? They'll tell me, no, I would not. I wouldn't do that. I don't know what I would do if that happens. They're pessimists. They're negative. Being positive is not just the ability to smile. It's not just smiling. The part of you that will show people if you're genuine and sincere or not is when you believe from the inside. I'm here to tell you today that it is possible for you to achieve your dreams. You must believe on the inside, from the deepest part of your being, that you will become a positive, happy, and optimistic person. This is incredible. When you believe from the inside, I'm here to tell you today that it is possible for you to achieve your dreams. You must believe on the inside, from the deepest part of your being, that you will become a positive, happy, and optimistic person. It's incredible when you believe from the inside because it will become reality. I looked at the front lines that I had in my group and I met with each one of them in person. I asked each one, "Are you going to qualify?" And each one of them told me yes, but I knew it was a lie. I said, "Okay, we're going to start tomorrow." They said, "Yes, yes." I knew it was a lie. They had a long time at their pin level, and I asked them, "Do you believe that you will qualify?" "Yes, yes." Lies, lies. "You're not going to do anything," is what I knew. I would ask them, "Are you going to qualify?" And I knew it was lies, but I was going to qualify. We started to do the work. Who needs to do the work? I need to do the work. The other person is not going to do the work. And repeat right now with me. If I want to be a business person, I have to put in the work. That is why this is a business of leadership, because I have to be the example. It's incredible. Okay. All you have to do is make a decision. So repeat after me. Success is only a question of energy. Success is energy. You're going to spin your wheels until you change your energy. One of the fascinating parts of this business we have been learning and understanding is the following. Success comes from energy. Many of the people that enter into the business of Amway will complain because they do not synchronize their energy with the laws of the universe. This is a business of leadership, which requires you to synchronize your energy with the laws of nature. It's a business of energy. It's also a business of belief. It is a business of energy and belief. You must build and launch a foundation of energy which will help others to follow you. It's a business that is absolutely different. This is one of the keys you have which will give you different results. On the outside, people will have questions because they don't believe in what they're doing. The majority of the people that you know in your city, in any place that you go, they don't believe in what they're doing. You're probably asking, well, what do you mean? How is that? If you met a person that really believed in what they're doing, that person would be famous. That person would have results completely different. And what does this mean? The majority of people pick professions and pick careers that everyone else told them to do. People were obligated or just happened to stumble into what they do for a living in life. But they're not happy with what they're doing every day. What I'm trying to say is this business is not about products, it's about passion. So what we need to do is grow our level of passion. Increase your level of passion. Grow your level of passion. The only people who triumph in the world are the people who grow their level of passion. When I look back and I had my job in corporate America, I didn't have any passion for my job. I would sit down at my desk just like everyone else in the office. And that, I believe, is why I was not happy. That's why I wasn't happy. I felt restricted to a cubicle because I was a person that was doing a mediocre job that kept me asleep for all those years. Who is a person that is mediocre? A person that is mediocre is someone who does things halfway and lives life without dreams and goals to reach for. The job was not mine, And when something is not yours, we don't do it with excellence. I don't know what it is, but there's something in the brain that says this is not yours. And people will not do things to their best of their abilities. I sat at my desk and I felt that I was not living a full life. It wasn't until I started listening to the audios of Amway where my level of belief started to grow. I began to grow my level of passion. I began to grow my level of passion, and it grew and it grew. And when your passion grows, that's when your checks will grow. To do things mediocre maintains poverty. People that do things with mediocrity maintain their status of living their entire life. So the road that I found in this business was for me to educate myself and grow my passion. Read so you can grow your passion. This is an education program that is meant for me to grow my passion, not only for this business, but for life in general. Amway has an education program that includes a complete system that will transform your character from a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. This is a proven business. It's a business that shows you exactly what to do, where there are no secrets. Everything is right in front of you, and it's your sole responsibility to find out what they are and apply it to your life. The team will show you how to do it. So, what you have to do is increase your level of passion, increase your level of commitment, your level of leadership, your level of faith, and your level of belief. And I have never, ever before in my life done something with more passion until I started my business of Amway. A few months ago, I had a birthday, and I'm not going to tell you how old I am right now, but January 2nd, I had another birthday, and some friends came over to my house. They asked me, "How old are you? How old are you turning?" And I told them, 8 years old, because it's been 8 years since I've woken up my spirit. It really has been 8 years since I started to live. The other years I was half dead and asleep, living in a world lost and confused, searching for happiness. Do you know people who are half asleep? Many people go through life half asleep. One day at a meeting, I met a man and I asked him, "How long have you been in the business?" He told me 23 years. Wow, that is incredible. "How did you last so long?" I asked him. What I wonder what your level of passion is like. He told me, "Oh no, I don't move product anymore." I said, "Well, what why are you?" And he told me he's still in the business, but he's working on himself. One day I went to go give a plan and I talked to a manager and he told me, now I'm talking about a high level manager, good looking man who dresses very dapper. He's a manager that does $30 million of business. And he told me something that was very interesting. He said, "Soon we're going to replace all of the employees. Almost all lower level employees will be replaced with robots." When he told me that, I thought he doesn't even know that he's going to be replaced also. He's an employee. Robots will replace him too. Maybe it will be more expensive, but make no mistake, they will replace him also. It doesn't matter what your position is, and people will not see it coming. This guy continues to tell me that they're going to replace his colleagues, and as soon as he said that, I thought, well, they're coming for you also. They're already coming for you. But what is missing in this manager? Passion. I can see. I can see that his spirit is half dead. Just like when I was an employee, he lacks passion. I want to give you another key that helped me understand this business much better. Do you know how much we use our capabilities as we go through life? Not even 10%. Do you think it's worth it to live our lives with passion? I lived without passion for 37 years. I went to school like that. I worked jobs like that. I studied 500 different things in the universities for what? Information that I will never use in my life. All of that information kills your passion. All of this kills your passion. When we finally wake up one day, we are empty on the inside. We live a life going in circles of a daily routine, and we do not use our brains to think and be creative. This is why so many of us are asleep. If you want to know how to live a better life, lift up your level of passion, grow your level of passion. Of course, I want you to stay in Amway and I want you to achieve diamond, but you must grow your level of passion in your life. You must believe in something. Believe in something. It's important that you start to believe in something. And if you do not believe in what you're doing, get out of there. Get out of there. That I do understand very clearly. If you do not believe in what you're doing today, get out of there because you're wasting your life. You're wasting your life year after year. When I began in the beginning to listen to the CDs, the leaders of Amway, I said to myself, wow, I was wasting my life. I listened to all the CDs I could get my hands on, and the leaders share their experience and how it happened for them. And I would think to myself, wow, this is incredible. All these years have passed me by, and I was asleep the whole time. It was up to me to grow my level of passion. I had to grow my level of passion because my passion was very small and almost non existent. So when I started my business, I set out to grow my passion and began to read books. I listened to the audios. When I was ready, I gave plans. Many people need to do Amway for a living so that they can go after their dreams in life. If people do not go after their dreams, they will feel regret when they look back on their life. When you talk with a leader, you can see that they are passionate. When you talk to a leader, you know that this business is spectacular. Take note of this. In order for people to live fuller lives, you must increase your passion. We need more superstars. Do you think a superstar that is magnificent does not have passion? Do you think that a leader says, oh, tomorrow I have to speak to a group of people and does it without energy? They're vibrating with energy to do the job. Famous people are known for their passion, and this business works the exact same way. So we must grow our level of passion. I talk to people about the business, and they always ask me, when will I become diamond? How would I know that? I have no idea. Maybe around the year 2046. I don't know when that's going to happen for you. This business does not work with the mentality of an employee. It works with passion. This is a business that functions with passion. So how did I grow my level of passion? I did it by going to the conventions. That is why conventions are the most extraordinary event that you can attend in network marketing. Why? Because the convention will grow your level of passion. And on top of that, I would listen to 5 audios per day. The world has changed in the last 10 years. Every 5 to 10 years, the world changes. Today, everything is virtual, everything is digital. When I started the business, I did not buy any products, and that stays here between us. What I did is I bought 100 audios instead. The person who signed me up asked me, do you know what the secret is? Buy audios. So your level of passion will grow. So your level of belief will grow. Of course, I went to the seminars and I listened to the audios. I was determined to get the information, and that is how I grew my passion on the inside. It's the education program that is like no other institution in the world. Today, when I talk to leaders, I will ask them, what is the key to your passion? What is it that helped you grow the most on the inside? Always they will tell me it's the CDs. And now I will find leaders with burned audios where they put it on an iPod or something pretty like that for free. They burn them on machines. When I started the business, we would pay for the audios. Nowadays, that's not how it works because the world has changed. And I asked these leaders, where did you get those audios? Who said you could do it that way? And they told me an old lady got on the bus with a basket and she gave them to me. What I want to say is this business of leadership is all about the information you have in your head. The business of leadership is all about information. Information is what will turn you into a winner. I bought 100 audios and something incredible happened. I would finish them very fast because I would give them to people to listen to, and soon they would all be gone. And I thought, okay, what do I have to do now? Well, I had to go pick them up from the houses. And in order to do that, what do you need? You need passion. I had to travel across the city to pick up audios that I gave people, and I was not making any money at the time. I was not making any money. I would get in my car and take off to go pick up the audios. When I would get to the place, I would ask if they left my CDs, and they would tell me no. So I'd make a phone call. Julie, I'm here at your house. And they're telling me that you didn't leave the tapes. Oh, I forgot. So I would drive an hour to go pick up CDs and never get them back. But that did not lower my level of passion. There's no way, not for me, because I knew where I was going. That never lowered my level of passion. It never lowered my belief. I continued to give CDs when I gave plans, and I would run out of them. The only solution was to buy another 100 CDs because I figured out the following problems. If I add up the time and gas that it takes to go pick them up, it's cheaper just to buy more. I also finally learned not to leave CDs with people that were not interested in becoming a business person. So I would buy another 100 CDs, and what do you think happened to me one time? I left the box of audios in my car in front of my house, and when I came out the next morning, there was a hole in my window. The box was gone. Someone stole my box that had just arrived full of my CDs. But what I want to say is the person who did that doesn't know anything. That is an ignorant person. Someone who steals does not know any better. It all circles back to you when you're dealing with Mother Nature. The person that steals does not understand the laws of success. People that steal and liars will never know true success. They never will know true success. And when a person breaks the laws of nature, they create for themselves what is called karma. Each thing that they steal in the future, they will lose by 20-fold. Don't ever seek revenge in situations in your life. If you give to life, life will give to you. If you find passion for something, you will get results. Your job is to find out what the laws are and adjust your life to them. Success comes from people that help others. And what I want to say is that success is a journey of education. We need to educate ourselves and become familiar with the laws of nature. What are they? How do I find out about them? When you start the business of Amway, everything is affected. Sometimes bad people will even start the business, and guess what they do here? They mess things up. They force people to join. They'll force sales because they don't have the patience to do it the right way. They have the mentality from the outside, and you can't imagine the transformation of a leader when you listen to the CDs in the business of Amway. And I promise you, outside, there's not a model of education that has the capacity to transplant a mature belief that is ethical, where it teaches people how to dream and through the laws of process will transform you into a leader. You can go to my YouTube channel at Orlando Luna Virtual Campus, and there's the information for free. That did not exist when I started. Today, there is people in all parts of the world that will tell me, I have my group listening to you on your internet channel. Today, we live in the information age. Information is at your fingertips and is practically free. The information age that we currently live in is marvelous. Information is the catalyst of passion. A person will see the world with the dark skies because they're programmed starting at a young age. People come into the business with their hands tied, looking at the wall with their hands tied, and they see the clouds and mountains of the exterior world. But when you free your hands and you begin to see the world through color, in your eyes, everything changes. Information will take you out of the dark and show you the beauty of the world. This is how growth happened to me. I was in the office at my desk at work when I started listening to audios and my passion began to grow. The other thing that happens is you begin a revolution. I am saying that we revolutionize ourselves from our minds in the same way cultures have revolutionized. It happens the same way. The world was in darkness in the 15th century. The world was completely dark because all information was controlled. It was the Romans who had enough of the emperor and they took Constantine. Thanks to the Romans and the information from the Greeks that are responsible for society that we live in today. It was the Romans who allowed the world to learn from the information received from the West. When this started, they began to create and use their imagination in Europe. Things started to transform because of the information from the Greeks. They studied art and literature from Western civilization and learned that Greeks and Egyptians had hundreds of gods. So guess what the West said? Hello? The Florentines began to read. They began to take young kids to places to read Greek philosophy, and without knowing it, they created the world's first library in Europe, the Library of San Marcus, that's located in Florence. It was the house where people began to read and learn from the Greeks, and thanks to the Romans for allowing the emperors to fall. All of this information and literature from Greece entered the country. The painters and writers in Florence began to fill themselves with what? Passion. They began to fill themselves with passion. They began to fill themselves with passion from all new information. Young kids that were on the street, and one of them was named Leonardo, who was born in a poor village. He was the illegitimate son of a peasant who was literally a bastard. A bastard in that time was horrible. Leonardo began to see this information. At the age of 15, his father sent him to be an apprentice, where he studied the traditions of art. He became later known as Michelangelo Buonarroti. It was a safe place full of young people that created art. A culture was created of art that grew and was inspired by the passion which came from the Greeks. From there, the world would never be the same. The world began to revolutionize. The world began to find passion. People started to grow passion. It grew and it grew and it grew till the end of the 17th century. It grew so much until France became hot and revolted the monarch. What was the reason for that? Information and passion. The reason it happened was because of passion. The world that we live in today was not made by ordinary people. It was not made by people who were employees. The people who transform the world are people who dream. People that revolutionize time are advanced thinkers because of the information that they have read. They listen to the teachers who have taught them, and their passion grows. That is what you have to do in order to be reborn. Because when someone is in the traditional economy as an employee, we are literally at the bottom with information. You must listen to 100 audios. Something very important. You must listen to 100 audios. You must listen to the audios and you must read books. You must start to train yourself. You must fill your head with the right information and you have to add gasoline to the fire in your head. This is when your level of passion grows. When I started to put this type of gasoline into my head, I saw the challenges that were in my life. I became passionate. People would tell me, "You look alive." And I would say, "Well, you kind of look half asleep." But I began I began to sign people up and my life began to change because people started to come into my life. Everything changed. It was as if a war had started. I began to form soldiers and they began to come to see the general, and I am the general. The soldier would come to me and say, "Let's go talk to people." Then one day, 10 people showed up. And when we got together, none of us would sit down. We were full of energy, people from all walks of life. I remember I would sit in my car and cry after I would meet with someone. The tears would come out nonstop. I would always remember that when I cry, the most tears is when I felt the best afterwards. I don't know what it is that brings the tears, but I believe that there's something in our spirit that is proud of our effort. It says, "Go ahead and cry, it will do you some good." I would give thanks to God for this opportunity. Send thanks to God for finding this opportunity. We are born to live with passion. We were born to live happy. We are born to be simple. We are not made to be mediocre. Mother Nature does not like idleness. Everything in the universe is in motion, and we were made to dream. My passion began to take leaps and bounds. It grew to the point that I would leave at 10 a.m. from work to meet with people. I would go to my appointments, and maybe it was at an office, and I would say, "I have something to share with you, something awesome." And they would say, "Okay, what is it?" It got to a point that I would leave work thinking, "What have I been doing the last 15 years of my life?" with no results to show. I began to have my own meetings, and in my car at all times there were 100 CDs in the back. One day, when we were sitting at the light, I made a proposition to my wife. "We're going to become diamond." And she said, "Yes, I like that. We're going to fight to become diamond." And I thought in that moment that if Amway was a lie, then at least we will stay poor. We did the best we could and our lives changed absolutely 100%. And when I see leaders in the group that don't advance, today I know why this happens. It's because they're the ones that have less passion. The ones who don't advance don't have enough passion. The ones who advance have passion. There's a power when you sit in silence with a person. I have sat with people who have told me that they have been pitched network marketing multiple times before. The difference is that now I know they don't understand a word that I'm saying, and I will just listen to them. I will compliment them on their house, on the curtains, and we will sit in silence. And he will tell me, "Do you know why I don't do the business? It's because I'm afraid. I'm afraid that if I like it, I will leave everything behind because I do things with passion." Why? Because a leader does this with passion and is a professional. They are always prepared. It is the same as if someone tells you that I'm scared to fall in love with you. People call me and tell me, "I love you because you changed my life." They tell me, "I love you because you changed my life." I want you to listen to these audios so you can become a better manager. I told him that we're friends. Do you know what makes a diamond? It's passion. It was so much passion that he listened to all 20 audios, and he called me and said, I want to go to your house. Come on over. When he arrived at my house, he told me how incredible the audios were. He said, I want you to show me how to do the business. I have a weird sensation that I've been wasting my time at my job. I told him, when you say that, I know that you're a smart person, because there are a lot of people that don't see or hear the opportunity. This is a story of someone who has passion. The person who has passion will achieve diamond. The person who cultivates their passion achieves diamond. Passion pays the best in the world. You have to grow, and when I look at the leaders in my group, I can see who must grow their passion. This is the only way that a business person will have results that are big and successful. Grow your passion, because if you grow, you will increase your level of autonomy. It grows your attitude, it grows your vision. Your passion will also grow your leadership. So when I was growing my passion, people would not treat me bad, even if they did not want anything to do with this business, because they could see my passion, which in return created confidence. I'm so passionate that when I go to someone's house, I would bring product from my car and give a demonstration. I would make them laugh. They would say, how incredible! We thought that the products were expensive. That is a perception that people have, and it's wrong. I would put the products in a bottle. Because I was a friend of theirs, I would go to the sink and start to wash dishes. I'd tell them this is how it works while washing dishes. Because the passionate business person loves the small details. The passionate business person loves the small details. The first couple that entered the business with me, I went to their house and demonstrated products. The other thing I did in my house is I changed all the products, all of them. This is how you express your passion. Do not expect big things if you're not doing the small details. For the big things to come, you must do the small details with love. Love is what moves the world. When I do the business with love, it will show in your results. My friends, I would throw their products away and give them my products. I'm going to guarantee that there is not a better way to live than to live a life with passion. Look for it in Amway, or look for it in what you're doing at your job. If you look for it, you will find the key to happiness. That is the key to happiness. The key to happiness is passion. If you want to make it in this business, you must have all the doors closed and burn all the boats at shore, so your head does not look back. It is our sole responsibility to become diamond, because there is no other option.